The right thing to do is let you test the market and see what your value is. I don't want to do the franchise thing or all that stuff again. I don't want to go through that. We've both been through that.
Yep, we're back with another idiot. You're an idiot. I'm not going to start this one. I'm going to let Charlie Old Yeller his own squad. Charlie, holler at us about who this idiot is this week and why.
It's the Giants. It's the Giants. There's several reasons. I'll get to a different one, but the main one is not paying Saquon Barkley. I mean, you saw on Monday Night Football, Bill Belichick was talking about it. He was like, he was their best player, and all you had to do was give him a couple more $1 million to keep him. Instead, he goes to their rivals. And that whole game plan, anybody who watched the Giants and Eagles game, it was just to make Saquon look good. Devontae Smith, I don't know if he got targeted because they said, we'll go to A.J. Brown because we need a touchdown because passing game matters. But Saquon's getting all of this. Saquon's getting all this work because he's one of the best players on the Eagles, and they're a good team. The Giants, while I have my own feelings about running backs, we'll get to later, you are not in the position to give away talent. You just don't have enough. So, yeah, unfortunately, I will have to admit the Giants may be a little stupid for letting Saquon Barkley go.
Well, let's be clear here. Before Frank goes, let me just say this. Clearly, they look like idiots based on how this past Sunday went, right? But I think it's more so about the fact that they let him go and they didn't get anything for him. A player of that caliber. I mean, I said it before earlier in the season. Just talent, Barkley is probably the best running back in the league, if not the best, at least like top 3 we've ever seen. You know, obviously
McCaffrey.
You mean Achilles McCaffrey? But listen, we're not talking about that. Barkley, the fact that they had this whole thing on Hard Knocks, this whole back and forth. See, it'd be one thing if they just had the philosophy of we're just not gonna pay him. No, they flirted with paying him. They stalled them. They paid him an extra year when they could have probably traded him at some point. And now he just left and came back in your division and smacks you all around on Sunday. So, of course, this particular week, y'all will get a piece of this idiot.
Thank you. You stole the words right out of my mouth, Jonell, because, again, Charlie is wrong here, not because they aren't idiots, but because of why they're idiots. They're not idiots for not paying him. He's a running back. You know better than most that doesn't really matter. But the point is that because with Saquon Barkley, the Giants are what are the Giants right now? 2-5, or is that your record? With Saquon Barkley, they'd probably be 2-5. So paying him is not the issue here. The issue here is allowing him to leave for nothing and go to your division rival, where he can like dance in your face a couple times a year and do what he just did this past week. That's the issue. And when you think about it, like Jonell said, they could have, while he had a contract, traded him and got assets for him. Because what this team needs is not Saquon Barkley. He does not benefit them. Not having him would be cool. Maybe you'd lose more games and maybe get a quarterback or something that you really need on your team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can retroactively be an idiot again for paying Daniel Jones any money and being forced to have to field him. You know, the guy that hasn't thrown a touchdown in MetLife Stadium in like 800 days or however many, whatever that is. So the idioticness is not about not paying Saquon. It's about how they allowed him to walk out of the door and then doing all this dancing around it. What do you need a 27-year-old running back when you have a bad offensive line, a bad quarterback, a bad everything on offense? You can't score points. Like, is he going to do what he did what did Saquon Barkley do in the last 3 years with New York? Nothing. So none of that makes them the idiot. What makes them the idiot is everything else, literally.
And how they let him go. And him cooking them this past week.
Yeah.
Okay, Frank, you got me. All right, Saquon Barkley doesn't matter. He's a running back. I had to say it. The Giants were not a top 10 offense this year, last year, the year before. The Eagles were a top 10 offense this year, last year, the year before. Running backs don't matter, okay? No one cares about Saquon. He can leave. I don't care.
There you go.
And while I feel that, this segment is mainly because at the end of the day, no matter what our opinions are, they were mulling over paying him. He comes back his first game and smacks y'all around. It's just that simple. You gotta catch something for that. And if we get real deep in the weeds, y'all got nothing for him, and he's on a division rival. That's idiotic. No matter how you slice it, you can
that's
find
not
any
true.
angle.
By not paying Saquon, we were able to pay Daniel Jones.
The GOAT. The GOAT. I'm done. We gotta get up out of here, man. This is Soggy Nachos Podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Run out and tell somebody about us. Like, scream it. Peace.